Welcome back, guys, to episode 23 of our Factorio Industrial Revolution Let's Play. So, as always, let's just spend a few seconds looking at what I've done in between episodes, and this time it's quite a bit, but I think you know what it's gonna be. So, at the end of last episode, I said I was gonna fill in all the tracks from everything we placed down, or Ghost placed down last episode, and I don't want to tell you how long it took, but yeah, it did take quite a while to get it all laid down, and the only thing I did was just place it down. I didn't build anything more on our supply network. So take a guess in the comments how long it took, and then I will tell you in a few days if any of you got it correct, or if any of you get it correct right away, I will say your name next episode or something like that. So on to today's episode. Before we go on to building the rest of the train tracks and setting up a supply network, I really want to get medium steel pylons up and running, or at least just getting steel beams being made. So let's just spend a few minutes just setting up our steel production so we can get steel ingots, and as soon as we have that, I can pretty much craft the rest by hand. That won't take that long, and we can get some steel pylons, since that will help us out immensely in a train building. So to make steel ingots, we just need iron ingots. We have that on the bus, and we need carbon. We don't have that on the bus. So what I think we're doing is using this design, or close to this design anyway, since it only needs 2 every 38 seconds. So we pretty much only need a 19th. So one crusher will go to 19 smelters, or something like that. Might be completely wrong, but I think it's correct. So what I want to do here, let's go to over. Let's just do it in the same right here. So let's say right here. If you have a crusher that's gonna crush some coal, we'll have that pesky diamond output again that we have to manage. But I think that should be fine. And then we'll do one right here. So what I'm planning on doing is we'll do the crushed carbon here and the diamond crushed coal here, having coal going in. I think we'll be able to manage with what we need. We'll have a furnace right here doing the steel ingots. So we have iron coming in this way. So the way I'm planning this is we'll have one of these outputting to not the inside, but the outside. And then we'll have iron coming in on the opposite, one of the 2 sides, depending on where it's easier to get iron in. So if we have iron flowing down here, getting put into this one, we can actually just show you without putting down the rest. Having crush going into this one, we'll have to manage our diamond outputs. We could manage it on a belt like we did before. But let's see how this goes, and if it's possible just to take it out in a chest right here. Because I don't know which one is faster. Also, we'll just make what's called a filter inserter as soon as we have the steel we need to make this one. And it's only steel we're missing pretty much. So let's try and hook this up and see how it goes. And of course, I am out of these, but luckily we can just do this to hook it all up. And let's try and get some coal in. Unfortunately, I didn't drag a coal down here yet. Let's see where it's at. It's right here. Here's our coal. Come to me. So let's drag our coal down and then hook all of this up. Will only take a few minutes and then we'll get back to the cool part, which is the trains. So let's see here. Coal going in. We'll need coal to be inserted into that one. Let's just do it. Oh, that's so ugly. There we go. Coal going in. Start to craft this. Throws crushed into this one. Crushed will go out on this belt. And then continue along. I'm just thinking if there's some other way to do this. No, let's do this. Let's try and see if it works. It's always fun experimenting. So that'll give us this. Then we'll just need to add in, what's it called? The iron. Right here. We have a small amount of iron right there. Very easy to hook up. That will be on, oh, not both. Oh, we could do both sides. And then just hook it up so it goes on this side. There we go. That should work. That should get the iron flowing in. Not the most beautiful setup, but it should work for now. So that should give us steel ingots. And we can pretty much just do one this way. Do one output here and then expand it down. Let's see, we only need this part to expand down, to be honest. So let's see. Let's just start with 4 for now. And let's see if we can produce enough for that. Do a second one inside. So we can do a whole belt. So now we can start to craft medium steel pylons. We'll just wait for a small amount of steel to build up. So we have some we can take along with us. So this should be able to supply a lot of what we need. Let's just expand it down a bit more. Might be a bit overkill on, what's it called? All the robots. Oh yeah, and a thing I forgot to mention. I made some personal robot ports instead of our normal ones, and some construction robots. I won't define them as better than these, since you see the energy consumption, 1.5, 2.5 per meter. This uses 5 per meter and 3, so pretty much twice as expensive and only a small amount faster. So stay with these as long as you can. So yeah, these are faster but not as efficient, or however you say it. So that'll give us some medium steel poles. And let's get on with our, what's it called? Our train network. And then I'll show you how it works, because I am quite excited even to show you. So let's see here. Here we are. I made a small loop, made it look a tiny bit better than when you saw it last. So let's just drag down. Let's just do with some wooden poles so we don't waste our steel. Let's just do a small ugly one right here. We'll just change it in a bit. And now our robots will start to build this. Let's remove some of these trees that's gonna be in our way. And now we're gonna see what I have right here. It will only output when it has a threshold above 16K. So what I want to do is take a green wire from here to here, or connect up pretty much all these chests. And I'll show you why in just a second. Connect them up over here to here. And as you can see, or not see, because there's no power, not that it's needed. Let's do it right here. Now whatever we put in these let's just use coal for simplicity's sake. It will say we have 38 coal in just chests. If we lay that into, I think it's into the constant combinator, also into this one, but I think it's into this one, we'll be able to manage our network. Let's see, is it into this one? I can't remember. We'll see when I turn it on if it requests anything into the network. That seems wrong. Might have to combine them up in somewhere else. But let's try this for now and see how it goes. So let's set up a few miners. Just quick and dirty right here. Let's do 3 right here. A small belt dragging across, getting it out, putting down some power. Or we can, oh, I can't reach across. That's a bit annoying. So can we fit it right here then? If we do it like that, we can reach. So let's do that for now. And hook up our power. Oh, did not mean to do that. Let's see, hook up the power. Connect up some small power to over here. And I'll make this look a bit nicer later on. And then we'll have to input into all these chests. Now, a good thing to do before hooking it up is making sure that it's somewhat balanced. At least making sure that each side gets the same amount. So a good way to do that is with a simple splitter as this. There we go. And then doing underground over to this side. So from, let's say right here to, or we can do it a bit closer, here to here. And we can do both right here. I think we might have enough room for that. And in. And this will go down here. Then we'll need to hook these two up as well with some belts. And what I want to do here is make a balancer to make sure we get enough on each side. So an easy balancer to make, let's just do it right here. 1, 2. Do a little jumpy thing. I think it's normally 3. You do. Do a splitter in the middle. Here. Just like that. And I can't remember if we need one here, or that is unnecessary. But I think this will take it in from here, split it onto these two, so the outside, this will take it in, split to both sides here. So I think this will balance out. Might have made a mistake, and do correct me if I did something wrong. Could easily have happened. I don't think I have one saved from earlier. No. But if we do this, let's just move it up 1 to be easier to manage. To here. That's why I love the robots. Let's take a small blueprint. Save it in our little thing here. Because then we can then connect these up as soon as we have all we need. You can just go down this way. And you'll go down to over here. So now everything that comes through this splitter, even one belt, will split evenly until these 4. And I just saw a huge mistake I made. Of course, needs inserters right here. Wow, that was a bit silly. Luckily, we will just move it back 1. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't do anything on the other side. Let's remove. Let's see. Can we still go down here? There's just enough room. That's lucky. Move you back 1. Sorry for that. You are probably yelling at me quite loudly. And it seems it'll all fit. Let's just take a small amount of inserters. There we go. And there. We of course need some power over here as well. There we go. So now we have this all hooked up. Of course I'll need to fix this green signal, that's definitely wrong. Because I want to supply it into somewhere else. Let's just remove this for now, because I'm quite sure we probably need to do it into the green light instead. Oh well, that gave the same. So let's try this and see what happens. So let's hook this up. Let's remember to hook these two up first. So I'm quite sure everything is hooked up correctly now. We should get this balanced out on the belts. So let's see here. Jumps down one more, it splits out. And we should have even amount on all the belts. That means these will get evenly loaded. Maybe not in between each chest, but definitely on each of the 4 sides. And as you can see now, it's starting to go up. And then we'll soon be able to send out a 18 or 16K signal to the network, and then it will request the train. So that is very good. So let's just get this to work while we figure out the rest. Also, if we look at the setup right here, let's just get a change signal so I can show you. Right now we have this block that no train will enter as long as the train is right here. But what if a train goes in and wants to go here and there's a train waiting? Then it'll park right here instead of right here, blocking the track for this one to get out. So if we change this to a change signal instead, we will now be able to say wait here until there's room for you to go in here. That way we won't have a bottleneck happening. So that should be good now. So let's take our train back to the area over here, and then we'll set up our depot, because a depot is most definitely needed for LTN. So guys, welcome to the Virgin. It's called Virgin Voyage, or the first voyage of our little train. And if you didn't know, if you go into a train, not from map view, but from the train view, go to wherever you want to be and hit control, left control, and then you can just click. I would like to go to, let's say, right here. And look at that, guys. Oh, look at this, it is working. Driving along. Look how much I had to put down. It took quite a while with robots, but it was fun. And as soon as we have our robot ports, we can automate this entire process with robots, and that is gonna be so good. So the next thing we want to do is make a depot. And one thing I'll tell you right now is that when making a depot, don't do one on the left side if trains go this way to go in. Just do it over here so it go from right here and in that way. Because if they have to cross every time they're going in and out, that will diminish the throughput quite a lot of the system. So I'm gonna go with what's called a right hand into the depot kind of style. And I think one of these might be big enough for now. We'll just have more depots here and there if needed. So let's see. Tracks, go right here. Hopefully I have enough. Connect up to here, go in, go all the way down to here. Let's just see where we can put it. Let's do right there. Hook it up. I'm probably gonna run out of tracks because I'm unlucky like that. There we go. Then I'd like to take you back down this way. Oh, and I did it completely wrong. I'll have to do it next to this one. Here it should fit. There we go. And then we are quite close to having our depot. And depots are a lot easier to do than, what's it called? The other things, because you only need to call it a depot. So let's see here, we could actually do 2 going out this way, but let's just stay with 1. I think we should have enough room for that. So, I think we need 2. Let's do 2, because then we can also fuel our little trains with just a normal underground, just like that. And let's see if we can't figure out where it touches the things we need. So this is about as big as we can make it. Or it is as big as we can make it. So if we do a train stop, we do have enough room to have them inside. We don't need to have them being straight because nothing is being taken out. Oh, we don't have any lights, that's fine. Then we'll just add one of these constant combinators. Connect it up to this one. Oh, not up to that one, up to that one. And then call this one a depot. Or calling a depot. I think that will turn it, what's called blue. It didn't, so I probably did something wrong. I'm gonna call them depot. So I'll just have to remember if we connect it up here, we connect it up to that one. Is it up to this one then? No, definitely not up to that one. I'll just have to figure that out in between episodes while why this is not turning into a depot, because it should be. It should have been the right one. It is this one we use. So depot, do we do it? This is, doesn't matter. Oh, I forgot how I did this because this is gonna go wrong. How about to that one? Nope. Oh well, I will figure out before next episode, or if one of you can tell me in the comments, that will also be very, very nice. So this will be, oh, is it because it's not connected up to the, no, it can't be that. It can't be that simple, because it should still work. There we go. And now we have all of this connected up. We have a depot. That's going to turn into a depot at some point when I remember how to do it. And let's see here. I'd like you to go to depot, just to stay there for now. Just to see if that will, is it because there's no train then? There we go, yeah. You need a train. So now we have a train at the depot. We'll give it a few of these. Go to the train depot again. And look at that, no supply station for coal found. As soon as the network hits 16K, it should send a signal to this train, signaling it to go to the coal drop-off site and dropping it off right here where we're requesting 50K, but we want 16K at a time before it requests any. So hopefully this setup works now. We'll probably not get enough over here. How fast is it filling? Look, only what's called 3.4. Do we really have room for that much in this? Does it really stack that high? It does. So we'll have to wait for 16K before the train goes. Or we could test it by lowering the amount it needs before... Okay guys, let's do this. Let's test it out. I want to see if I can get this to work. So could you just go over here please? And see if we can't get this to work. Oh yeah. I'll have to limit that one. Can't reach. There's always something going wrong. Take it off so it doesn't leave on me. There we go. Pretty much do the same in here. And let's see if we can't get this one to go now. Because I just want to do one more thing before I go. And let's put one right here. Because then we have this loop disconnected from the rest, and we won't run into trouble. So let's go to our outpost and see if we can get it to come and pick up some coal. Okay, guys. Oh, there's probably something wrong. It never works the first time. So this is quite exciting. But look how fast we can get around as well. Okay, train here. It is not limiting anything, is it? It's limiting that one up here. Oh, it should be fine, because all the blocks should be somewhat disconnected. Let's do one. Place it right there. So now everything should be disconnected. We should have cells that doesn't interfere with each other. There we go. So let's try and change how much this requests, or before it requests. What if we put it down to, let's see if it starts at some point. How much do we have? We have 4, so... Oh! We're in Serum 2. Oh, it's because it's a train length. Ah. That is good to know. But let's see here. Let's just take it up again. Let's change this one, not to train length, but to depot length. No, position of cargo one. I want to do the position of... I thought there's one to do it. Why can't I see it? That's cargo position. That's not what I want. Limit trains. Might just be limit trains I want instead. So we only have 2 trains being requested at a time. So let's see if we do 5k, it will request 1. Guys, look at that. The train's going. Train's going. Oh, that means our LTN network is up. This one is yellow because it is requesting something. So look at that. It's going. Oh, automation. Awesomeness. I love LTN so much. So let's see here. Now it comes in. It's gonna load extremely slowly. Cause look at that. It's not that bad, but it's not fast. But if you look at the way the train schedule is now, if it's more than 5k and in activity, it'll go. Or if more than 2 minutes pass. And that's because so things don't get stuck here forever. And then it goes to John Allen, because that's what my input station is called right now. And that will of course change. Let's just pick this up. And it's fine, it goes with 5k at the moment. Because then we can see this work. So let's stay in this one and see if we can't take a trip back. It'll take quite a while before it fills up. So let's just stay here and then we can look at the things we need from up here. So next episode, well, I'm not ending this yet, but next episode we'll look at hooking up our copper. It will be extremely easy to do now. We can actually just take it from here, or go here and go up and set up one right here, taking it around. So that is going to be very nice. And now we have coal flowing in. Of course the train will get stuck here since it can't output anything. And I'm not sure if it hasn't. It also has a passenger one, and that is, yeah, it's something we have to look out for, because if we can't unload it fast enough, as you can see right here, we'll run into the issue of not having enough. So let's change this to 2k instead, because then we can do smaller amounts. And in theory we could also limit this, but 2 minutes have almost passed, so it's going to go back. And let's see how it goes. And leave. And normally when we get stack inserters, we won't run into the issue of these not filling up. But here we go. Driving along. Taking coal back to the main base. Oh, look at that. just driving along so nicely. And as soon as this is there, I'll end the episode on a very successful episode where we actually got our LTN network up and running. Goes in, stops exactly where it should, which is right here. And now we should just unload it. And yeah, then everything will be good. So as I'm explaining the last thing, please remember to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, because what I'm going to tell you next is quite important. If we can't unload fast enough, it will go to our depot with the items in it. And we don't want that, because trains in LTN doesn't just go with coal, it can go with many different things. And if you start to mix things up, we can start to get contaminated builds, and nobody wants that. That is the worst case scenario. So never load or unload faster than you can handle. On that cautionary note, I will end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I've been Dgray, and I'll see you next episode. Bye.